Hello. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, guys. Your number one source, but also your town hall, Kempire's town hall of pop culture. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've done one, and we have quite a few things on our docket. So for those of you that are not familiar with what we do here in regards to our Kempire's town hall of pop culture, this is where I present to you some of the hottest topics of the week, and you have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts. I will remind you, you must respect the timer, you must respect our rules, or you will be kicked out. You will be kicked out, okay? No, this is not KNN for those that might be confused. You might be thinking that you're on a different channel. No. Today, we are covering some hot topics, including Porsha and Simon Guobadia's divorce is getting uglier and nastier, and they're using the court to do it. Not our court, unfortunately. Can you imagine if they came here and hashed out their issues and you guys got to weigh in? Enough of that. No clapping in this courtroom, all right, or town hall, whatever we want to call it today, okay? Where's my gavel? Hold on. All right. Again, if you do not respect the timer, you will be kicked out. If you are a member of the channel, you will have first access to calling in and sharing your thoughts. But before you have an opportunity to call in and share your thoughts, I will share mine, all right? And when I say I will share mine, I'm just going to be presenting to you the facts. Not so much facts, but so much, here we are. This is what's been going on. So we have to talk about Sean Diddy Combs and his home raids. There's more coming out. Torre is coming out with his own story about Diddy and a family member of his. We have to talk about that. We have to also talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac. And apparently, is there a reboot coming? Look, there is no confirmation that a reboot is actually happening. But with two people already mentioned this week alone, that possibly we will not have the same cast that we had the last 8 seasons. And some of you say, hooray. Well, don't say hooray in this court, okay? All right. So before we get into anything, I just want to remind you guys of the rules and regulations of this town hall. All right? Our town hall. This is our disclaimer, a reminder, the opinions of the callers do not reflect the opinions of TheKempire, TheKempire LLC, our sponsors, or Google/YouTube. The callers are calling in of their own free will and agree to not use profanity or make derogatory statements of any kind or any group of people. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by TheKempire should be taken as fact, and everything is alleged. All right? All right. I say all that to say, let's first talk about the first hot topic that we need to talk about, and that is, oh God, Candiace confirmed this week that she will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Potomac. She is calling it a break. She's saying that this is not goodbye, but see you later. See you later. All right? A lot of you have had mixed feelings. I've seen some people say, yes, it's about time. I'm tired of Candiace. Sidebar. I don't know if you guys saw this. Maybe I can play a clip of it if I can find it really quickly. Let's see if I can. Look. I'm trying to be prepared, but then, I think of things. It's like, oh, man, I should have included this. Oh, I think I'm going to just play it for you. I'm going to play the audio. So this is from the Two Nats in a Podcast. Oh, damn, that's not what it's called. Two Peas in a Podcast. So they are talking about Dr. Wendy Osefo and saying that she shouldn't come back. So let me just quickly play you some audio of what they said on their podcast. Do you guys, who listens to this podcast? Someone tell me. Please and tell me. Hold on. Let me see if I can pull up the clip. Hold on, y'all. I just had the clip here. Where is it? I had the clip, and now I don't see the clip. I want to play the clip so that you guys can... I like to present all the evidence to you. And the clip is right here. So where is it now? Did they take it down? So basically, in the two T's, you know what, this is God gracing you guys with not having to listen to the Nat's voice. So basically, the two Nats in a podcast said that they don't want to see Dr. Wendy Asefo come back. They were talking about the changes that are happening over at the Real Housewives of Potomac, and they basically said they don't want to see Dr. Wendy come back. So Dr. Wendy got wind of it. Let me just pull this up for you guys so that you can see it. Shout out to our friends over at Bravo Snark Side. We're going to use their picture. I want to present all the evidence to you. All right. Let me just bring this up for you guys so you can see what Dr. Wendy posted on her socials. So Dr. Wendy posted this on her socials in regards to an Instagram message that she received from Teddy Mellencamp, the Nat. All right. So two Nats in a podcast, whatever you want to call it, Tamara Judge and Teddy Mellencamp said that they don't want to see Dr. Wendy come back. All right. So Dr. Wendy decided to post on her Instagram story a message. It looks like a message that Dr. Wendy never responded to, saying this: Dr. Wendy, hope you're well. Your reunion performance should definitely be taught in Housewives 101. This is back in March of 2023. She continues, would you be able to come on two Nats in a podcast with me and Tamara next Tuesday, March 7th? We'd love to chat with you. Damn flies in the damn courtroom. And then months later in November, this is during BravoCon weekend, she posts in the comment section, well, not in the comment section, she posts another DM to Dr. Wendy Asefo. Just bumped into your husband walking down the hall. Bzz. Come on the pod today. Bzz. We have a suite. We are podcasting. We're podcasting from at Four Seasons. Bzz. So Dr. Wendy reposted this, and as you can see at the top, says "Got it," and then she tags the Nat. You, Teddy Mellencamp, just wanted my attention. Hashtag hi Karen. Hashtag RHOP. Here's the thing. I retweeted this and I said, well, we call her hashtag the Nat around here. So it looks like the Nats are calling for Dr. Wendy Asefo not to return. You will have an opportunity to let us know your thoughts on a possible reboot of the Real Housewives of Potomac and what you would like to see in regards to that. All right. So this was the DM that Dr. Wendy Asefo posted. If I can show it to you guys, back to live. There we go. All right. So this was the DM. All right. So along with Candiace revealing that she wasn't going to be returning for season 9 of the Real Housewives of Potomac, there are rumors, according to our friends over at the Jasmine brand, in their exclusive, this has not been confirmed by production, Robyn, or anyone, or Bravo, or the network, that Robyn Dixon, regular Robyn, who said that? Robyn Dixon won't be returning next season either. They're saying that she was fired. According to the Jasmine brand, though, they're saying that more than likely Robyn will come back in a sort of like guest appearances. Not sure if that means a friend of role. I could see her coming back as a friend of. I could definitely see her coming back as a friend of, but they're saying that she will not be in a full-time capacity. All right. If you're just joining us, this is our Town Hall of Pop Culture, Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. We are excited to hear your opinions and thoughts. If you're a member of the channel, you will have first access to call in and share your thoughts on any of what we're covering. Right now, we're talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac and a possible reboot. Candiace is out. According to the Jasmine brand, Robyn Dixon is out. And apparently the Nats on Two Nats in a Podcast want Dr. Wendy Asefo to be out. No word on Nneka Ihim, the newest person to join this cast, but a lot of you saying that you want her gone. We shall see, but you always hear from Andy Cohen. He likes to give Housewives at least, two season opportunity. Apparently that does not apply to Anna Marie Wiley in the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All right. We're going to move on from there because we have to talk about Diddy. So Diddy has been all over the news, all over the news. And as you know, both his homes in Los Angeles and Miami were raided this week. We showed you yesterday in separate videos some footage from the raid in his LA home. So if you missed that, be sure to check that out. This is all in connection to a warrant from the Southern District of New York, the same Southern District that we talked about when we talked about the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shah, inmate Shaw. But you should also be noted, they've had a lot of high-profile cases. They have a 98 to 99% winning streak. So usually if they are pursuing a case with you, they have been following this situation for a very long time. All right? A very long time. So there are a few people that are speaking out. So Candiace Owens said this, and now Suge Knight is speaking, inmate Knight is speaking from prison as well. And let me just pull up what exactly he said. Look, there's so much stuff that I have to cite when I come here, but I want to make sure I mention it because Candiace Owens said something similar as well. But I also want to let you guys know what Suge Knight said from jail. Okay, so Suge Knight said, what did he say from jail in a tweet? Hold on. And Tyrese, sidebar. Tyrese is out here defending Diddy as well. All right, where's the Suge Knight tweet? I can't keep up with everything. All right, or maybe I'll just summarize what he said. Basically, what Suge Knight was saying in his tweet from jail is that the feds weren't after Diddy. They came to retrieve information about other people that are more powerful than Diddy because there have been accusations that Sean Diddy Combs is sort of the scapegoat in this whole situation of trafficking that they've been talking about. So as you know, all of this was prompted after Cassie's 35-page lawsuit that had a trigger warning and detailed freak-offs, all kinds of stuff in there, all right, which prompted other lawsuits to follow. So Candiace Owens came out with a similar tweet alluding that this raid had nothing to do with Diddy. It had to do with bigger people than Diddy. You can speculate on who those people might be, all right? So Suge Knight came out with a similar tweet, all right? Tyrese posted this on Instagram. We're not going to read all of it. I'll just read a little bit of it. He says, what I can do and what I won't do is downplay the laughter, the fun, the energy, the inspiration, the award shows, the studio sessions, the most legendary parties and events I've ever attended in my life. These same events where Cassie's accusing Diddy of abuses. Just wanted to add that particular part in there. All right. He says that, and I also can't act as if my high school backyard parties throughout South Central LA wasn't the craziest parties ever because of the bad boy on slew of hit records. I don't condone, nor do I support abuse, bullying, SA, or anything that is currently being alleged. But what I can't do is turn the blinds on how much this means to me and all of us, and what he has done for the community of music and culture. I'd just like to point out, Diddy has been accused for years. Yes, he's given us a lot of, music to step to. A lot of music to step to. But those same artists that he produced and put out there also claim that this man allegedly stole from them. Only for him to come back years later when people allege that that music is worth nothing. I'll give you back all of your publishing, but you can never say anything derogatory about me, my mother, my family, anything like that. All right? Sometimes we don't have to say anything. You can support your friend from behind the scenes. You do not have to come on social media, especially, am I personally going to take the opinion of Tyrese, who's been accused of some other things in regards to his relationships? I think not. I think not. All right? Diddy has been celebrated quite enough. Well, the Diddy situation is far from over because more information, literally right before I came on here, another story broke out in regards to Diddy. I will give you just a trigger warning for those that might be triggered by conversations like this. If you've been following the Diddy situation, then you know what I'm talking about. Our friends over the Neighborhood Talk write this: neighbors, it's no secret that Lil Rod started a forest fire after accusing Diddy of forcing him to sleep with, people of the night, okay? Watch him shower naked, groom him into accepting homosexual relationships and more. The lawsuit was amended, and more information is now available, which includes shocking claims about Young Miami. Young Miami, Diddy's former girlfriend, I would say on again, off again girlfriend, was listed as an alleged woman of the night for now disgraced music mogul. In the lawsuit, he alleges that Diddy's women of the night included Young Miami, Jade, and Daphne Joy would receive wire transfers or cash payments from Robyn Greenhill. Lil Rod alleges that this ring of sorts, which allegedly organized by Diddy and members of other music companies, also included minors. He says he witnessed several parties where minors were given alcohol and drugs. He says being there made him, quote, uncomfortable, but Diddy allegedly took his car keys and wouldn't let him leave. That's not the only time he felt pressured by Diddy. In 2022, he says Diddy invited him into a bathroom to do the Booger Sugars and asked Lil Rod, did he have a $100 bill? When Rod said no, Diddy allegedly waited to do it with Young Miami. In the amended version, Lil Rod details how Diddy allegedly loves pink. It's got, the Booger Sugars got color? Okay. A pink Booger Sugar, a combination of ecstasy and the Booger Sugars that he got from his mule, the alleged mule that was arrested during one of the raids this week. We talked about that too in a separate video. Brendan, I need more moisturizer, 25-year-old Paul, who was arrested on Tuesday. Per the lawsuit, one time Diddy wanted the Booger Sugar so bad after one of his dealers forgot it that Young Miami brought it for him on a private jet, allegedly. You remember when this all happened, when the home raids happened in Los Angeles and Miami, people were wondering where was Diddy. There was a report from TMZ that his personal plane had landed in Antigua. There we go. We still have no idea why his private plane landed there, and we don't know who was on the plane, if anything. There's a lot of speculation in regards to that, sometimes, celebrities will lend out their planes. I don't see Diddy lending out his plane. Yes, some other people will, but I don't see Diddy lending out his plane. So that's another update in regards to what's going on with Diddy and what Lil Rod is saying in his lawsuit. This is the amended part of his lawsuit. He recently amended, and we talked about this the other day with Stephanie from Wine and Chill in regards to this, because we were saying the initial lawsuit had some holes in it, including photos that Lil Rod alleged were Stevie J. However, the corn actor, okay, came out and said that, no, those photos are of me. Okay. But that's not it. We also woke up to the news in regards to an interview that, journalist Touré did with his own story about something about Diddy. So let me just play a quick clip of that here.
I was personally disturbed many years ago. Okay, I know this man well enough to call him and say, hey, I need a favor.
Yeah.
And this might have been 10, 12 years ago that I called him and say, hey, I have a family member who I want you to hire them as an intern.
Yeah.
And I have never talked about this publicly. And he said yes. And they were flying around, one of the interns, Atlanta, Miami, whatever, on the jet, in the house, whatever. And then the internship stopped abruptly, like 3 or 4 months into it.
Yeah.
And I spoke to my family member, like, well, what happened? And they wouldn't say.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why did it end? It wouldn't say. And years later, they finally came out, and this is a male, and said that Puff had said, come home, stay the night with me, or the internship is over. And they said, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. And the internship ended. But from there, I was like, oh, like this is how it goes. Okay.
This is how it goes. So I saw a lot of people in the comment section saying, why are you coming out now? Why are you coming out now? That's like saying to victims, why are you speaking up now? Victims of situations like that, people within the business, there are a lot of people that knew things during Diddy's heyday that still have not said anything. Okay? So when it rains, it pours. Now people feel like as if, okay, it's a safe space. We can talk about it and I won't lose my job. So I'm not gonna dog Torre for coming out now, but I wanted to definitely present another element to what Diddy is being accused of. Yes, Diddy has released a statement via his attorney in regards to this whole situation, but specifically the raids that happened this week. Let me just read that statement to you because we have to do our due diligence in regards to telling you all sides. This is a town hall. Okay? So via his attorney, Diddy said this in regards to the raids that happened this week. He said, yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residence. There is no excuse for the excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated. Mr. Combs was never detained but spoke to and cooperated with authorities. Despite media speculation, neither Mr. Combs nor any of his family members have been arrested, nor has their ability to travel been restricted in any way. Which leads to what Candace Owens and what Suge Knight recently said, that these raids had nothing to do with actually Diddy. It was more so garnering access to maybe leverage that he has against more powerful people. The statement continues. He says, this unprecedented ambush paired with an advanced coordinated media presence leads to a premature rush to judgment of Mr. Combs and is nothing more than a witch hunt based on a meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits. There has been no finding of criminal or civil liability with any of these allegations. Mr. Combs is innocent and will continue to fight every single day to clear his name. This was a statement from Aaron Dyer, Diddy's attorney. Here's the thing. We have to keep in mind, yes, he has not been convicted in the court of law. However, you may recall, as we mentioned earlier, that Cassie filed a 35-page lawsuit with a trigger warning. And for those that are coming out defending Diddy right now, and I'm pretty sure that they have not read that lawsuit, because if you read that lawsuit, you would look at Diddy very differently. Even with all the rumors that you have heard over the years about Diddy, it's one thing to hear the rumors, but to hear one of his victims detail what she went through for over a period of 10 years. And it was very detailed. Very detailed. And the fact that she had to even relive that to tell her attorney that was suffering enough. And for Diddy to settle that lawsuit in less than 24 hours, it's quite telling. Yes, settling a lawsuit does not mean an admission of guilt. It does not mean an admission of guilt. But that lawsuit was quite detailed. And again, if you have not read it and you can't stomach reading it, I implore you, especially those that are coming out in defense of Diddy, did you read the lawsuit, Slim Thug? Slim Thug also came out with a statement. But as the Honorable Kempire, I will not take a side. Oh, God. All right. We have more. And we're going to drop the call-in link for members first. So let me actually drop the call-in link for members first before we get into this Porsha and Simon of it all. Before we get into this Porsha and Simon of it all, and if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts on, this was a last-minute live that we're doing, but be sure to share your thoughts there if you would like. In the comments section. Okay, let me just drop the call-in link. I'm going to drop the call-in link for members first. If you're a senior royal, we're going to drop it for senior royals first because we appreciate their monthly support as well. Okay, all right. And live chat, we'll drop the call-in link for you guys as well. But like the video, it's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. We have almost 2,000 people in the building, but less than 300 likes. Less than 300 likes. We need to get those likes up, and I'll drop the call-in link for you guys as well. But if you're a member of the channel, Senior Royals, we drop the call-in link for you. All right. Team Kempire and Royal Court members, we are dropping the link for you next. All right. All right. The other part of this story that we have to talk about is about Porsha Peach Juice Williams, formerly Guobadia. And I know that's not her legal name, but for the Kempire Town Hall of Pop Culture, that is what we will be referring to her as. Especially because she has us blocked and she will never see this. Well, okay, she might see it. Look, she might see it. All right. So let's talk about this. So since we did a last report on Porsha for Tuesday Takeover, a lot more has come out in regards to this messy divorce. We're finding out the real reason why Porsha decided to divorce this man. The real reason we're finding out. And it's conflicting to what the original report that came out from People magazine, citing that it had nothing to do with the recent news about his immigration status. So before we get into that, let's talk about what Simon is alluding to. So Simon, it looks like he's alluding that Porsha may have been having another relationship with another man. And if you remember, when Porsha and Simon got together, he did the same thing about Fallon, only for it to be correct. So Radar Online reports this. They said, a Real Housewives of Atlanta star, Porsha Williams' estranged husband, Simon Guobadia, demanded she not destroy any text messages she exchanged with a man named Kelvin. Not Kelvin. Come on, no. Enough of that. Enough of that in this courtroom. Come on. So they said, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Guobadia notified Porsha to keep all evidence, including all communications she had with a man named Kelvin Awasu Ansa. All messages between Porsha and her sister, Lauren Williams, as well. And all messages between the Bravo star and Karen McKinney. So in addition, Simon demanded that she keep all communications between them, all cell phones and cell phone data, all of her income and financial records, and various other documents. His notice read, Porsha is further notified that a failure to comply with this notice may result in sanctions for any destruction or failures to preserve any such evidence, including without limitation, adverse inferences against petitioner at trial, sanctions, and as well as an award of expenses and attorney's fees necessitated by such conduct. Simon did not explain his reasoning for asking Porsha to keep the messages around as they duke it out in divorce court. As you know, Simon also alleged that Porsha showed up to the house with an armed man multiple times. At one point, he had to call the police to, quote, keep the peace. Porsha responded to this, saying that as per their prenup, he is supposed to move out. Technically, based on their time of separation, he was supposed to move out, I believe, on March 21st or 22nd. Now he's saying he's not leaving, even though he's not even in the house. Apparently, he's in Dubai. So as you recall, there's more. There's more in regards to this divorce between Porsha Williams and Simon Guobadia. All right. So Porsha is alleging some more stuff. So Radar continues. They say Real Housewives of Atlanta star Porsha Williams accused her estranged husband, Simon Guobadia, of having a nighttime rendezvous with a bevy of women inside their marital home. The shocking allegations were revealed in court documents Porsha filed in the bitter divorce battle after Simon claimed that the reality star brought two armed men to the home and he was forced to call the police. So in a searing response obtained by Radar Online, Porsha accused her ex of trying to impugn her reputation when he called the police to their home, to their Georgia home. The 42-year-old beauty also admitted that she was afraid of his behavior and a potential encounter with one of the women he had over the pad. Do you think it was that lady? Why is this even relevant? Because if they're divorcing, why does it matter? Okay, I guess. All right. So in the court documents, it says, wife has returned to the residence on various occasions to retrieve various personal items belonging to wife and her minor child, as well as to secure various items after learning the husband had at least 3 women in the marital residence on different evenings. Portia's renowned attorney, Randall Kessler, stated in the court documents. Husband has called law enforcement for no legitimate reason other than to push a false narrative that he hopes will garner his public attention at the cost of the wife's reputation. When wife first returned home on March 7th, 2024, she brought her personal security for her own safety in light of husband's erratic behavior, including hosting multiple strangers who were unknown to wife. Is she saying that about Nene? Because I know Nene and Simon were hanging out recently. Porsha said the entire encounter was caught on home surveillance footage. She accused Simon of playing fast and loose with the truth when he claimed that the interaction with the armed men was hostile. By way of further response, the parties have always had personal security. As such, it is unclear why husband is attempting to push a false narrative that even minimally suggests that the wife returned to the marital residence with nefarious intentions, the court document stated. So that's not where it ends. So when originally Porsha filed for divorce, was it back in February when she filed for divorce? She, according to the People magazine report, they said it had nothing to do. This divorce had nothing to do with the breaking news at the time that Simon had been a scammer, allegedly. Stop that. There was credit card fraud, immigration fraud. We don't know what his real name is. He was deported, then he came back, and then he was trying to become a U.S. citizen, and that was denied. Then he appealed it, and that was denied. So now it seems as if Porsha's admitting that she found out about all of this information about her husband the same time that we did. So Radar says, Porsha Williams said that she started to question everything after recent reports about her estranged husband, Simon Guobadia's alleged criminal history and questionable immigration came out. And it led her to filing for divorce. So she's now saying that this is the reason why she filed for divorce. And we would have understood that, but the People magazine article said, no, that's not why. Do you guys believe that that's the reason why she filed for divorce? So according to court documents obtained by Radar, the Bravo star asked the judge to shut down Simon's plea for exclusive access to their Georgia mansion and revealed new details of her split. So as we first reported, Radar first reported, Porsha argued the prenup they signed before the wedding stated that Simon would vacate the marital residence within 30 days of a divorce being filed. She said he refused. In response, Simon claimed Porsha brought two armed men to the home and he was forced to call the police to, quote, maintain the peace. She accused him of changing the locks on the home and attempting to block her access to the home despite him currently being in Dubai. He spends a lot of time in Dubai. In her new motion, Porsha objected to Simon having exclusive access to the home. The reality star then dropped several bombshells about her split. Despite sources previously claiming Porsha did not leave Simon to the reports that he was potentially facing deportation, however, in the new filing, she admitted it played a big role. Do you think that that's true? Because why wouldn't that be at the forefront of your mind when you're filing for divorce? I feel like there's a lot more to the story. So it says this in the court documents. By way of further response, the media frenzy that ensued was solely a result of husband's actions, which included revelations about husband's criminal history, questionable immigration, and allegations of fraud. Wife shows that the news reports of husband's alleged immigration fraud and what appeared to be imminent threat of deportation were shocking and affected wife's mental and emotional well-being. Whoa, 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 Porsha. Enough of that. No. Stop. Okay. None of this information was ever disclosed by husband to wife, despite wife having previously inquired about husband's immigration status and criminal history. You didn't ask him about that before you got married? Just asking. Porsha says she wrote Simon a text message that read, "There are more than one or two reasons we are in this place and I'm forced to make this decision. I will make sure that they are written and listed for you to see. There is nothing in this world that would have told me I would have to divorce you or that I would even contemplate leaving you even for a day. However, what is between us rocks our foundation to the core." She then says to him, I have always trusted you from day one when I took your hand and started on this journey. I've always stressed to you that I feel safe with you and how important for someone like me that is. I've also loved you through and through. But all of this shows me you have not cared for me the same, and that is a huge problem. Your job is to protect PJ and I, and you have not. Her lawyer wrote, since learning of husband's checkered immigration history, no, damn, I mean, it is checkered, and status, wife began to question everything that she initially believed to be true as it relates to her husband's character, immigration, business dealings, etc., and began to uncover additional information that the husband failed to disclose to wife. Petitioner did not wish to remain married to a stranger and filed for divorce. Simon has yet to respond, at least illegally. I'm sure he's responded on social media. I also saw that Lauren, Porsha's sister, posted up on social media alluding that Simon might want a peach next season. That we already knew that Simon has always been Simon, and no matter how true the situation with Fallon was and that she was cheating on him, his reaction to it was so trollish, was so first of all, for a grown man to be acting the way that he was acting on social media was quite telling. And this is why I always tell you guys, you need to pay attention to these moments when you see people who they really are. And as Dr. Maya Angelou once said, when people show you who they are the first time, believe them. And sometimes the first time is not literally within that first week or first day. Sometimes it's a moment that gives you pause and you're like, I've never seen this side of this person. That is the first time that you've seen them and not their representative. All right, I think I have spoken enough. If you're just joining us, this is Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. We have put on the docket Sean Diddy Combs, Real Housewives of Potomac possible reboot, and of course, Porsha Peach Juice Williams, formerly Guobadia, and Simon Guobadia's divorce war. If you're part of the replay crew, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section. All right. But as always, we do not moderate adults here at the town hall. So respect everyone's opinion. Those of you that are members of the channel, we've already posted the call-in link on the community tab here on YouTube. Shout out to those of you that are watching on Twitch, Twitter, and on Facebook. We appreciate your support. If you would like the link, live chat, let's get those likes up. We have over 2,200 people here in the building, and we only have 500 likes. Enough of that. All right. Let's see who's backstage. Again, callers, you will have 1 minute to share your thoughts. Let me just bring up the backstage so I can see everyone. Shout out to all of our members that are backstage. We appreciate you guys. Let me just remind you of our rules. All right. Our rules. This is our disclaimer. The opinions of the callers do not reflect the opinions of Kempire, TheKempire LLC, our sponsors, or Google/YouTube. The callers are calling in of their own free will and agree to not use profanity or make derogatory statements of any group of people. All topics are for entertainment purposes only. None of the information presented in this video or by myself should be taken as fact, and everything is alleged. Okay? All right. We're going to bring up Nicole first, but first let me just drop this. Okay? We're going to bring up Nicole first. Hold on. Nicole, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how are you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I don't believe Porsha. I just think, because I'm just looking at her pattern, her history of like how she did Candy, and a person that has that type of character to put that kind of lie out there about somebody's career and try to tear it down. So I just believe personally that she knew something with Simon and she just loved the lifestyle and just whatever. And so I don't believe her at all. I just don't. And I think she's when she was getting upset with Nene in the picture, I understood, I'm not a big Nene fan, but I understand like the two guys are good friends. And so, of course, you're going to be like, that's their relationship. That's not, I don't have a relationship with Simon. I'm talking about Nene with Simon. So I just don't believe Porsha at all. I just don't.
Okay.
I think she always loved playing the victim. She loves playing the victim all the time.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know that,
Okay.
and that's why she still has you blocked. But you're
Ah.
still talking about it. You find ways around. I know she is ticked off because she's like, "How is he always getting the news?" So it's like, okay, but keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you, Nicole. Take care.
Okay, have a
All right.
great day.
You
Thank you.
too. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.
All right, we're going to bring up for those who are just joining us. We are taking call. Oh, we just lost Toya. We'll bring her back. Joe's backstage. We're going to bring up Joe next. What's going on, Joe?
Motion to be heard, Honorable Kempire.
Yes. What would you
Okay.
like to say?
Well, I don't know if we should give Portia that much of a credit. Like the girl really doesn't think all that much. So, I mean, I could definitely see her just getting lost in the sauce, getting manipulated, like how Phaedra did to her. Although I don't know why she's holding on to that mansion because I'm not even sure if that thing's paid or rented. Like, what if there's tax liens in it and she didn't know about it? So, maybe she should just move back to her own house that she paid for. Um, that's all I'm gonna say. At least she knows that's safe money, right? So, but yeah, looking forward to potentially in 2 years for Portia and Jeezy to get together. Bye.
Oh, not Portia and Jeezy. Okay. Damn. I guess. Well, the women do say that there lacks an abundance of men in Atlanta. All right, we're gonna bring up Tyler next. What's going on, Tyler? What were your thoughts on our hot topics here at the town hall?
Okay, I'm gonna be very quick with my opinion because I want to ask you a question. Okay, one, I'm gonna start with the Potomac thing, the shakeup. I'm actually, it's like I thought that Candiace or Giselle needed to go to break up this group. So either or, it didn't matter to me because they were so hell bent on not fixing anything. I
Mm,
always thought Robyn needed to go, and I thought that Ashley needed to go because she only does Giselle and Robyn's dirty work. I want to see Giselle perform alone, and I think on the opposite side, I think her and Karen together next season will actually be great because Karen humanizes her.
mm,
As far as Portia goes, I don't believe her. And honestly, Kempire, this is where I have a question for you, and I'm done. I don't think that she's going to be able to bring back the heydays of Atlanta. I honestly think that this new season is going to be a flop. They're resting on this storyline, but I don't think Portia, as Carlos King like say, the force multiplier. I don't think Portia is a person who is only as strong as the person next to her. And Kenya is so smart. Oh, I'm sorry. And Kenya is so smart. Kenya is not going to go there with Portia right now because the fans will turn on her. I don't think it's going to be good. That's what I wanted to know your opinion on. That's
okay.
all.
Okay. I agree. If Bravo and NBC are relying on Portia to carry next season, I wouldn't. I'm not really excited about Portia coming back. I'm not mad about it, and I'm not excited about it. I'm more excited about the new blood, and I'm hoping that the new blood will be the reason to watch next season. I'm not. It's nice. I think it's going to be nice for fans to have something familiar, but other than that, no.
Yes, and I think what's going on with Potomac is going to officially take Atlanta's spot because they broke up the thing. I think Potomac will be amazing next season. That's all.
Okay. Thanks,
Thank
Tyler. Take care. All right. Let me see. Hold on. Let me try bring Toya again. Hold on. Toya, are you there?
Yes. Hi, Kempire. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for bringing me back. I had some internet problems.
That's okay.
Um, but I wanted to say, I think Portia got reseated. Like she was in a situation where she thought she found a perfect guy. She probably tried to ignore a lot of red flags. But then when all that stuff hit the media about him, she had to call it quits. So, Charlemagne tried to say it's big back behavior, but unfortunately, it's not. I think that she got kind of love scammed, but we've seen Portia be a little desperate. When she met Dennis, didn't she say she met him in a club, she went home with him and never left and got pregnant super quick? We've seen her not make the best decisions in regards to men in the past.
Cordell.
So, unfortunately. But I don't think she could carry the show RHOA, because by the time they finish getting things together, the cast, and then they film and then it airs, this will be really old.
Points are being made. Points are being made. All right. Thank you so much for calling in, Toya.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You
Bye.
too. Bye. All right. We're going to get to some more callers. I saw we got a super chat. Thank you so much, Rita, for the super sticker. We appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, you can also support just by liking the video if you haven't already. We have over 2,000 of you here for our Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. We're covering a bunch of different hottest topics of the week. Right now, we're getting your opinions backstage. We have O'Shea next. What's going on, O'Shea? What are your thoughts on some of these hot topics?
My thoughts are is that you are wrong for putting that picture of Robyn on screen.
I love that picture of Robyn.
Oh my God. I actually just came to give you a shout out.
Oh.
Your covering of Karen's incident last week, and even Candiace's comments, about the light-skinned kids and stuff. Just seeing people's mental gymnastics trying to, justify them because they like them. You are really the only person I've come across, and probably the only person why I am a member of your channel, that can call things out on either side, no matter what's going on. And it's a very impressive skill to have.
Thank you.
So yeah, I just came to say that, and all these people in your hot topic say I'm a mess. Like, I don't have anything to add to any of them.
Thanks, O'Shea.
But thanks,
Take care. All right. We have Janelle backstage. We're going to bring Janelle up. Again, for those that are just joining us, this is our Town Hall of Pop Culture. Right now, we're taking calls from our members. So if you're a member of the channel, head on over to the community tab and you can find the link. I am going to drop the link for the general audience once we get to 700 likes. So if you haven't already, be sure to like the video. It's easy and it's free. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Hold on one second, Joe. Let me bring this down so people can see your super chat. Joe says, bring Patricia back to RHOA and her bar none. Well, no. Look, no. All right. Let me bring up Janelle. Hold on. Janelle, what's going on?
Bonjour, Kempire. I'm out here in these streets. What's up?
You are in a town hall. Behave yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Act accordingly, please.
Okay. I know. Don't make me laugh. Anyways, okay. Well, excuse you, Kempire. Okay, so first off, the only thing I'm gonna say about the Diddy raid is it was very similar to the Duggar raid. If you remember that.
Yes.
So I'm not saying Diddy did what Duggar did. I'm just saying it was very similar.
Yeah.
That's all. Y'all can look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Second, Potomac, I don't know. Does it need a reboot? I don't know. It makes me tired. Like, I'm not joking when I say I stopped watching the show and I just listened to your recaps. Like, that's me, real talk. I did watch the season finale and I was very upset that fight happened. Like, justice for Kiana. But real talk, that mess, bye, Robyn. Candiace, girl, I hope we work together one day because I do think she's talented. And honestly, if you and Giselle can't make up, and understandably so, then yes, girl, it's time for you to leave the show. It truly is. And then last but not least, Porsha. Girl, you be doing too much. You have a terrible picker. That's it.
Thank
Bye!
Okay. All right. We have April backstage. We're going to bring April up next. April, what were your thoughts on some of these hot topics?
Good afternoon, Honorable Kempire. Permission to approach the bench and present my evidence. So, Holy Ghost fire for Robyn being booted out the paint. Holy Ghost fire for Naked Bones getting booted out the paint. And as a person that has, about the PD situation, as a person that has experienced traumas in that event, we have to start holding people accountable because that's the only way we'll grow as a community. And they need to take away Suge and Tyrese's access to phones, please. We don't want to hear it.
Sugar's in prison. He shouldn't have access.
Exactly. And Porsha has continuously made bad decisions one after another. So it's just he didn't protect you, but you didn't protect little PJ either. So you what are you doing? Like, you have to pick a struggle. And I look forward to Potomac. I don't know if I'll watch. I'll just watch your reviews because you're very entertaining. And I now yield my time and have a great day.
Thank you, April. Take care. Y'all see how April handled herself here in our courtroom? Please follow. Look. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. All right, we're talking to our members. We got Miss Bernice backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Miss Bernice, what are your opinions on this lovely day?
Hey, what up, though, Kempire? My opinion on this, if they're going after Diddy to get some more people, he finna sing like a canary. Porsha, 365 days in a year, but you said 364. You didn't know what the Underground Railroad was, so maybe it's not them, it's you. Potomac, I was disappointed in the last episode because my precious set up Candiace for a physical altercation. And then she turned into Miss Karen saying, how did this happen? Where did that come from? I don't understand. But you set it up, and then you're gonna play like you didn't know anything about it. Really. She need to go. I'm glad I hope she doesn't come back, because the level of toxicity that's on that set is ridiculous. But other than that, everything's fine and dandy.
All right, thank you, Ms.
And
Bernice.
I like you in this judge thing. You look good. Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome. Bye.
Thanks, Ms. Bernice. Bye. All right, we're gonna bring up Jenna next. Jenna, what were your thoughts and opinions on some of the what we have on the docket today?
Ooh, just in time, Kempire. Hello, how you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I just parked at the grocery. I'm good. I just parked at the grocery store. So that's what I'm saying. You called me just in time. Let me get these thoughts out. So I missed part of your recap about not the recap. I watched that the other day, but whatever you said about Potomac. But I think if Bravo wants to beat the colorism allegations, how about they fire all them bitter, broke, beige Bettys? I don't want none of them to come back on my screen, including Giselle. Just keep the Grand Dame at the helm, so you can keep one of my light bright sisters. And then, like, the rest of them can go. They're all toxic and terrible. And I'm just trying to be funny. I don't mean that in a way. I'm not colorist in the other direction. But I just think all of those women are very problematic. And I don't think anything humanizes Giselle. Even those scenes with her kids, I'm over her. She's the worst. Except for maybe Ashley, because she definitely set them people up to fight with Candiace for no reason. Then moving on to, what was the other thing I was going to say about one of these shows? About Miss Porsha. I think that is a classic case of two things could be true at the same time. Simon is trash and Porsha is trash. She should have never married him, and insofar as like she did sort of get reseated, but she let it happen to herself, because when a man shows you, real quick, y'all, when a man shows you that he's not going to take care of his ex-wife or his children, he is no good for you, and he is no good for anybody, and run in the other direction as fast as your feet can carry you. That's all, y'all. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Sidebar, if I can have a sidebar. With what Jenna just said, same goes for Tristan Thompson. Refusing to take care of one of the babies that he created. That should tell you a lot, Chloe. Anyways. All right. Erica's backstage. We're going to bring up Erica next. Erica, what's going on?
Hey, Kempire, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. I'm going to talk 50 miles a minute because I want to get this all out. Okay. Potomac. Honestly, I watched Carlos's recap, and I kind of have to agree with him. Like, what Mia did in the last 15 minutes was what we were waiting for Robyn to do with Juan at the beginning of the season. Now, unfortunately, by her spilling all of her business, her collateral damage is not even herself, it's her children. So she compromised them for a storyline. But it was the realest thing I've seen on TV. Like, Potomac to me is giving borderline Mona Scott, Love and Hip Hop, and Zeus. Like, it's not giving Bravo right now. I'm just being very honest about that. I'm glad Candiace is leaving, because honestly, if she's going to be with child, Candiace gets very activated. So it's not good for her to be in that kind of scenario if she's trying to have a peaceful and safe pregnancy, as all women would like to have. Yeah. So I think this is a good direction for her to take. Well, I ran out of time, but
all right.
I will catch you on the
Thank you,
next
Erica.
recap.
Take care.
All right, take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Let me just say thank you, because we had a couple of super chats, and yes, we did hit over 700 likes, guys. We have over 2,000 people watching our recap on multiple platforms. We appreciate you all being here. I'm dropping the call-in link for the general audience. Again, this is Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts. And don't forget, you can take us on the go by downloading our podcast, Kempire, on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. While you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. And if you want to see things like this in person in your city, we will be in Boston on May 30th for the Kempire After Dark live show. Then we will be in Nashville on July 11th, then Atlanta July 12th, and then we will be in Seattle on August 30th. If you haven't gotten your tickets yet, go get your tickets. All right, and be sure to spread the word. Oz Fly Girl, thank you so much for the super chat. Oz Fly Girl says, "You're amazing, Kempire. Thank you for such good content." Thank you so much, Oz Fly Girl. I appreciate your support. Doctor or DRKN, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Ashley is fake. Now she's up Mia's booty, giving her all those compliments. She knows that Mia is becoming Andy's favorite, so now she's giving praises to Mia after Mia checked her about Deborah. Well, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, because if you remember the early years of the Real Housewives of Potomac, Ashley and the Green Knight Bandits didn't get along either. Now all of a sudden they're besties. All right, let's get to some more callers so we can wrap this up. We have Miss Esquire backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Miss Esquire, what were your thoughts?
May it please the court, Your Honor. Good afternoon.
Hello.
I'm here to represent my clients who are red of all of this.
Oh.
Very tired.
Oh.
So here's the thing. First of all, on Diddy, let's just say this. You do not get a subpoena to raid 2 homes and 2 jurisdictions that way without having significant evidence that a crime is currently being taken place on those premises. So I just want everybody to, who has this opinion that like the raids were not necessary, you have to go to a judge to get those kind of subpoenas to be able to execute those type of raids. And there's a very high bar for raiding homes that way in such a tactical way. Also, I think him fleeing the United States is a sign that maybe he is not an innocent man in this situation. Also, let's remember, this is a person who is highly dangerous. This is a person who blew up somebody's car, a well-known celebrity's car. Like, it's crazy to me that he has been committing so many alleged crimes out in the public view, and so many people have known about it. I would not be surprised if there's a criminal prosecution that is coming. Obviously, the raid would suggest that. And if it's not a RICO-like prosecution. So these civil lawsuits that we've seen, they are nothing compared to what we are about to see. I know I can't go over my time, but I did want to talk about Potomac. Will the court indulge me?
I will.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. You're a great judge. So what I will say about Potomac is the same thing I want to say about Married to Medicine, is the same thing I want to say about Roe. Bravo has shown at this point that they do not know how to manage predominantly Black shows. And honestly, they really don't manage Summer House Martha's Vineyard well. That show actually just stands great on its own without the marketing and the promotion that show actually deserves. It just happens to still be a great show. And my issue is they don't know how to manage these casts. They don't know how to manage these storylines. And that's why in each one of those ecosystems, we have a group of women who are not friends, who we cannot follow, who are not interested in resolving their issues with one another, and who are actually in real ways a danger to each other. And that is not make for good reality television. And I don't know how they're so able to well manage that on these other parts of the franchise. But when it comes to the Black shows, they don't know what to do. It's almost as if they are setting them up to fail. And that's all. That's my summation. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ms. Esquire, for calling in.
Bye-bye.
All right. No one else asked for extra time. Okay, because we have a long line. We have a long line backstage. Shout out to our members, though. All right. Miss Sharon's backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Miss Sharon, what are your thoughts?
Hey, Kempire, how are you, Your Honor?
I am fantastic. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I got a slight headache.
Oh.
Yeah. My thoughts. First on Potomac. Now, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I was right the first time when about Anne Marie. I told the people in the chat that Anne Marie, you wouldn't have to worry about her coming back, and I was correct. And I knew the reasons why they weren't going to bring her back, but I'm not going to get into that. Now, Robyn's situation. Robyn may get a reprieve. She may not be fired from Potomac. And the reasons being, thanks to Karen's unfortunate accident, and thanks to Candiace by quitting, if she quit. And that's the reason why I think Robyn will get a reprieve. She'll be back as a full-time cast and not part-time. Now, to probably bring someone in Candiace's position would probably be Mia's ex-friend that she or Kiana.
Oh, Kiana.
Yeah. And my next thing.
Sorry, Miss Sharon, I gotta cut you off because.
Okay, no problem. Thank you, Kempire.
Thank you, Miss Sharon. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Again, guys, please respect the timer so we can get to everyone because we do have a long line backstage. Cami Cam is backstage. We're going to bring her up next. Cami Cam, what are your thoughts?
Hey, Kemp. Long time no hear.
Yes. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, my thoughts are fairly quick because, like most, I didn't even watch too much of Potomac. I watched the finale, and I'll probably watch the reunion. But Potomac, you kill me with that picture of cross-eyed Deborah. That's so shady every time you use it.
I mean, it was an actual scene that happened on the show. It wasn't altered.
That you love. But outside of that, I disagree with the last caller. I think Robyn's out of here, and at best, maybe a friend down the line. I think she was really playing an Andy in their face when Juan didn't show up that last time, which amazes me because I think he's still unemployed, and my nosy self went on that embezzled Instagram page, and it hasn't been a post since 2022. So I don't think that's going to be bringing in bread for them. And what else did I have? I think waiting in line, I forgot my other 3 points. So
write down your notes, people. Thank you, Cabby Cab, for calling. You said all you said was enough and poignant. Thank you. Bye. All right, Judgy Justice is backstage. We're going to bring Judgy Justice up. Judgy Justice, thoughts and opinions.
All right, so I know I'll have a minute. First things first, Diddy, you done it. I know you did it because all these people can't be lying for 40 years. All these people can't be lying. Second of all, Candiace, it's great that you're leaving. I don't think she's leaving to have a baby. I think she's leaving to save her other projects because this last year of RHOP has been a whirlwind for her. She almost had to bust somebody with a champagne bottle. She got sued by a gremlin. I would leave too. It's not worth it. Especially we have all those other projects that could have went to wasted over people who don't care about you. Run away, girl. Run away. Third of all, I think that we are resetting the chess pieces here for RHOP. They need to focus on Wendy and Mia's friendships with other people and bring those people in. Because I feel like those would be a little bit more genuine, more successful people that actually have something that they want to showcase to the show, like Kiana had her business that she showcased for the show. And that's the stuff that we want to see. I think that overall, resetting these chess pieces, breaking up groups, Ashley needs to go. I need my neck, my back to go and find something else to do. And I guess that's my time. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling in, Judge Justice. All right, Alma's backstage. We're going to bring up Alma next. Alma, what were your thoughts?
Oh my gosh, hi, Kempire. It's my first time calling in. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Where are you calling from?
I live in Staten Island, New York.
Oh, okay. Hey, neighbor.
Okay, so about Candiace leaving, I actually think she's being really strategic and she's leaving on a high note. She's gotten a lot of hate over the years, I think, and a lot of people are on Candiace's side, especially with all the stuff that Giselle did to her last season. So I think she plans on coming back and she wants to leave the people wanting more versus people, of course there's some people that are happy to see her go, but I think she has a stronger fan base than she's had in prior seasons. So this is a smart move for her. And I also just wanted to say, I really enjoyed the way that you covered Quiet on Set. I've watched a lot of people talking about it, and I just thought you were being really mindful of the way that you're handling that discussion and all these Diddy conversations, because we're all making light of a lot of the memes and jokes online, but we have to remember, like, these are really serious allegations. So
Definitely.
yeah, just want to commend you on that. Thank you so much, Kempire. I hope you come back and do a New York show soon.
I am. Stay tuned.
All right. Bye.
Thanks, Alma. Take care. Yeah. Stay tuned. We haven't made the official announcement yet, but we will be doing a New York show this summer. Before. Okay, never mind. All right. Wendy's backstage, but 1 second, Wendy. Let me just say thank you. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says, hold on, did it come up? Hold on, no, it didn't. There we go. Joe says, Southern District of New York, don't play, y'all. Good luck, Diddy. You need it. I mean, Joe's not lying. Southern District of New York doesn't lie. Not doesn't lie, but they don't lose, basically. All right. Thank you so much, Bettini. I apologize if I mispronounced it. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate your support. Guys, you can also support the channel just by liking the video. If you're watching the replay of this, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to check out the description for, our sponsors and links for everything like our tour and things like that will be available in the description. We're going to bring up Wendy next. Wendy, what were your thoughts?
Hi, Kempire. Just want to say I love the news update and everything like that. That is so cute. Okay, so Martha's Vineyard. I need for them to realize that Jasmine is no longer a single woman. She is a wife, and now she's a mother. So she's not going to be the same like the single Jasmine that she is. That's one. Okay, 2, Potomac. Okay, the hypocrite of them all. So how is Giselle going to be like, it's all Candiace's fault because of her mouth about why Deborah did what she did, but when Monique did what she did, it was not Candiace's mouth. That's what I wanted to say. That Candiace's mouth caused Monique to do what she did. Candiace's mouth caused Deborah to do what she did because she talks too much and her mouth is writing the checks that she can't cash. But for them to say that it's Candiace's fault on this go around, it's very hypocritical. Okay, I'm about to hit a dead spot, so love you. Bye.
Thanks, Wendy. Take care. All right. Oh, Alex is backstage. We're going to bring Alex up next. Alex, what were your opinions on some of the hot topics that we had on the docket?
I just wanted to ask, Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
You may.
Okay, can you bring it in? Bring it in close. Bring it in close. You got to get closer. So I have to whisper. Can I tell a story about Diddy?
No.
That I heard? Oh, are you serious? Okay, you know what?
Can you do it within a minute?
Yeah, I can, but I won't have time for anything else.
Okay.
Can you start my time now?
There you go.
Okay. Listen. Well, I might. I had a friend that used to work at a club in Atlanta, and it wasn't one of the main clubs. It was like a side club that a lot of celebrities went to because they didn't think that people would, know that they were there. And she ended up serving Diddy and Tyrese Gibson and a couple other people that were not famous. Now, she came around to this table, and I might have told this story before. She came around to this table, and she saw Diddy having his hands on certain parts of Tyrese Gibson and others. That's my story. That was it. I think that was in the minute. So listen, Diddy, I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. And Diddy running away only solidifies what I already think about this whole situation. It is sickening. It actually makes me sick to my stomach to see this. It is so awful what they say that he's done, and I believe it too. Sad, really sad. With Porsha and Simon, listen, get this tomfoolery away from me. Porsha, I was wanting you to come on Atlanta, shake things up, make it good again. No, how dare you be mad at Nene? You need to be mad at yourself for marrying that man, marrying a scammer, and you need to be mad at scamming laws in the United States because the laws are taking your man away and deporting him. So good luck with that, baby. I see he's back. She's back with Pilar's old man, her old baby daddy. I can't remember the name.
Dennis.
Poor Dennis. Oof, Dennis.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you, Alex.
Dennis is not good in the face. All right, bye.
Ridiculous. Okay, Rahina, thank you so much for the super chat. Rahina says, "Hi, Kempire, working and listening." Thank you, Rahina. We appreciate you being here. Shout out to those of you that are working and listening. We appreciate it. We appreciate you watching in the bushes for those that are watching, but also those that are listening, trying to multitask while we have our town hall of pop culture. Again, if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts and opinions on some of the hottest topics of the week. We're going to bring up Shanisha next. Hold on. Shanisha, what were your thoughts?
Hey, Kempire.
Hey.
Okay, 1, Diddy going to jail. Number 2, Potomac needs to center the show around Mamma Mia. That means 1, bring Jacqueline back as a friend to the show, and I need to see Kiarna as a full-time housewife. I was actually intrigued with her this season, and I feel like she needs a little bit more camera time, and I need to see her life a little bit more. I also think people have an issue with Mia's storyline because people are not used to seeing women in the position that Mia is in. People are used to seeing men being caught up in the scandals, cheating on their wives. They're used to, these housewives or married to medicine women coming on TV and opening social media and seeing that their husband is cheating. It's unique for a woman to be in a position where she's like, yeah, I dip it and do it, and I still got my man. So, Mia living her best life, her hot girl summer, whatever you want to call it, but I'm happy for her. But I do find it a little interesting that Inc. would let Gordon raise Jeremiah knowing there's a possibility that he could be his father. It honestly makes me question his character, but I do think Potomac needs to follow it a little more. That's all I got.
Thanks, Shanisha. We appreciate you calling it. That's a great point. That's a great point. I'm surprised we never really talked about that too. Like, if you know that's your son, why are you okay with another man raising that said son and you not spending time with that said son? Miss Esquire, thank you so much for the super chat. Miss Esquire says, "We have to separate Diddy's fluid sexuality, which harms no one, and his coercion, threats, violence, and SA." Very important point. Very important point. Thank you so much for the super chat and for making that point. Joe, thank you so much for another super chat. Joe says, "Watch out if Diddy flies to Belize, Costa Rica, Honduras, Nicaragua, or Panama. I don't think those countries have extradition treaties with the U.S." Whoo, cha. Okay. All right. Let me get to the rest of these callers so I can get out of here, because your Arna does not work past 4 p.m., but apparently I am today, and I'm not getting overtime for this. Okay. Let me bring up Ellie next. Hold on. Ellie, what were your thoughts?
Stop it. I've never been able. This is my first time. I love you, Kempire.
Hey.
I've just been like, I love it when you say like the videos, because it gives you access to other people that you like, and that's how I found you, and I love you. Oh my God, I die for you.
Thank
okay,
you.
Really quickly. Oh, and I'm in Austin, Texas. I really cannot wait for you to come to Texas. I'll drive to Houston. I'll drive to Dallas. Where do you need me to drive to? I'll drive. It's a drive anyway. Anyway,
Stay tuned.
love myself some Mia. Feel horrible for her kids. I work with children on the daily, so oh my goodness. But for reality TV purposes, it's very like Monica, Reality TV purposes, get it, love it. Real life purposes, super weird. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Anyway, oh, Diddy, what keeps going back to me is what is on or in that jet. How is it like, it's your car, it's your personal jet, it's your car. Who's taking your car to another, like, my car's gonna be taken to Mexico? Who took my car to Mexico? Who took your jet to Antigua? What is on that jet? Anyway, I love you, I adore you. I'm so glad to be a part of your community. And like really quickly, I love seeing you do collaborations with Zach Peter, with I just this morning saw your recap with Ryan Bailey, and adore you, love the community. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much, Ellie. Take care. All right, let's get to some more callers. All right, Crystal's backstage. We're gonna bring up Crystal next. Crystal, what's going on? You're making me dizzy.
Hi, Kempire.
How are you?
I'm good. Kempire, I want to say you look good. You look like one of my coworkers. I always tell him that. He's like, for real? Let me see a picture of him. I was like, right there. He's like, okay, he cute. All right, let me get back to the stuff.
Order in the court. Come on.
I know, right. Okay. So let me tell you something, right? First of all, Candiace, right? I can't. I like her, but I don't like how she messed with Porsha because I love Porsha. That's my girl. First of all, when she was on that other show, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But to me, Ashley criticized Candiace despite having similar and even worse flaws and causing trouble in the past like her. I think Ashley's just got hatred towards her. I think since Candiace referred to Ashley's husband as an overseer, she can't get over it. Ashley cannot get over that, John. Like she wanna cause some type of like harm to Candiace so badly, just to make her feel good about stuff. Like I don't know, because Candiace always to me managed to outsmart Ashley, despite Ashley repeated attempts to deceive her. It's just I don't know. It's just amusing how much effort Ashley put into trying to trick Candiace, only to be smoothly shut down every time by Candiace.
All right, Crystal, we appreciate you calling in.
And wait, Kempire, one more thing. You single?
Yes.
Okay, boy, you look good, boy. Wait, I have a wait, Kempire.
Order in the court.
Let's say Kim. Oh, God, boy, you was my brother in my mind, boy. No, Kim, I have if you're single, I have somebody for you, okay? He is so fine. Fine.
Oh, okay. Well, right now. It is not about that. Goodbye.
Bye, Kim. Love you.
Y'all are hilarious. All right. O'Rourke, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. I'm not going to take up much time. I just wanted to tell you at 51, almost 52, I'm going back to school.
Congratulations. What are you going back to school for?
Cybersecurity.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm all excited. I just wanted to just say to the people of Baltimore, my prayers are with you all. And it was very, very sad to see that how that happened, and when the bridge dropped, so did my heart.
Yeah.
So that's all I wanted to say, and to tell you that I love you, and I still have to send you guys pictures of my polydactyl 20-toed kitty cat, who is like huge now. He's 8 months. And he is about like maybe almost 10 pounds.
Oh my God.
I have to show that to you. So
yes.
I'm multitasking.
Okay. Thank you so much, and congratulations on going back to school. Good luck.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we're going to take these last couple of callers, guys. But before we do, let me say thank you. We had another super chat. Thank you, Cherry Blossom Mocha, for the super chat. Cherry Blossom Mocha says, Potomac needs a cash shakeup. Love your show. Thank you so much, Cherry Blossom. It looks like there might be a shakeup. Look, there's no confirmation that there is going to be a shakeup on the Real Housewives of Potomac, but there's a lot of news that came out this week in regards to Candiace leaving, and then the Jasmine Brand reporting that Robyn Dixon won't be returning as a full-time cast member. It sounds like they are going to make some shifts over there. AC, thank you so much for the super chat. AC says, I'm wondering what Mia is lying about, since that's her thing, because she's allowing us to see so much mess as it is. Can't wait for the New York show. Yes, AC, thank you so much. You just never know with Mia. That's the thing with me. You just never, you don't know what's truth and what's not, because sometimes it feels like she's so transparent, and at the same time, no. All right. We're going to bring up Forever T next. Forever T, what's going on?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. It's my first time calling in, but yeah, I'll sit up here trying to hold on because I really got to take a restroom break, and plus I'm multitasking, trying to work and do all this at the same time. But yeah, so as far as the Porsha thing goes, she needs to stop playing in our face, because she knows she's seeing all of the YouTube videos, all of the things that came out online about Simon before she got married to him. Because if I seen it, I know she saw it too. All of the stuff about his history, his criminal history and all that was all online.
Yeah.
How could she not see that? So she needs to stop playing in our face with that. And then too, I came onto this late because I didn't get the notification, but I saw Carlos' interview with Apollo. I know you probably did discuss that, but him and Phaedra are meant for each other because they are both liars.
Oh, Carlos
He
King's
sat there
interview with
and
Apollo.
yes, because he sat there and he admitted that he lies to get back at people, but then he expects us to believe everything that he was saying in the interview, and then he also admits that Phaedra lies a lot too. I'm just like, okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh.
But yeah, if you haven't checked that out, if y'all haven't checked that out, check that out. That was he's very long winded, but it was interesting.
Right. Thank you forever, T. Take care.
Bye. All right, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, let's bring up. Hold on, Kate. I think you pronounce it Kate. Are you there? You're muted, Kate. All right, I'm gonna drop you, Kate, if you don't say something. All right, I'm gonna bring up Audrey. Audrey will be our last caller for the day. Audrey, close us out. Close out the Kempire's Town Hall of Pop Culture. What did you want to say?
Well, Kempire, thank you so much for taking me. I caught bits and pieces of it because I was going in between work. But just with the Diddy thing, I just think it is, just such a fall from grace. And it really is kind of like hip hop's Me Too. And I think there's just going to be so many fallen pieces to go along with him. I don't think he's it at all. As far as, I'm here in Atlanta. So as far as the Simon and Porsha of it all goes, I just think it's going to just be very, very messy. And I really hope the cameras are up getting all of this because that's what we need to see. And finally, with RHOP, yes, I think the last few minutes with Gordon and Mia, I mean, that was salacious. But like, when you really think about it, the lack of morals, the lack of value system, your child is going to see this. He has friends who are going to see this. I just don't think it's worth a paycheck at the end of the day. But it is going to be interesting to see. I just hope they get some good girls on the next season. And just one quick question I have for you. So I'm getting the tickets. Sorry everybody. I'm getting the tickets for the Atlanta show, and I saw that you had the meet and greet and that the doors open at 6:30. Is the meet and greet at 6:30 or is it after the actual show begins? I just wanted to know.
I believe it's before the show, but okay. I will get back to you guys about that because every city winery is a little different, but normally it's like an hour before the show. But stay tuned. Stay tuned. For those in Atlanta, I'll be in Atlanta July 12th, and the day before I'll be in Nashville July 11th. Go get your tickets. I'll see you soon, Audrey.
I'll see you there. Bye, Kempire.
Take care. Bye. All right. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate it. Shout out to everyone that called in. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Joe, thank you so much for all of the super chats. Joe says, who would you rather, Apollo or Juan? Juan. And the only reason I'm going to say Juan is because Juan doesn't have a criminal record that we know of. and look, shout out to all the inmates, all right? Shout out to all the inmates, but if you came out that one time and then you changed your life, no. Apollo came out after doing it and then did it again, and now he's talking about he still lies in that interview. Nope. I'm going to go with Juan. And I know Juan is a liar too, but I'm going to go with Juan. Look, I'm going to go with Juan. Juan is an upstanding gentleman. He went to that hotel room to help that woman from Canada.
Lies! The lie!
Okay. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for being here for our Town Hall of Pop Culture. If you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your thoughts on everything that we covered, from the RHOP possible reboot to the Diddy of it all to Porsha and Simon's divorce getting nastier and uglier than he is. Ugh. See, every once in a while, the other side of me slips into our town hall. It's okay. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to our channel members. Thank you to our subscribers. Thank you to those of you that watch in the bushes. And most of all, thank you to our Kings Guards for holding us down in the live chat. Don't forget, all of the information on our Rose Forever sponsorship is available in the description. So be sure to check that out. And also check out everything else that's available, including our tour dates for the Kempire After Dark tour coming to a city near you. And I promise I will not be wearing the judge robe unless you want me to. All right, freak. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye.